Hello again. Welcome back to Explaining Why. The answers. I think, like I was saying before, in the sort of the introduction video, this is tricky stuff, and there isn't an easy way to learn how to do it. So it really is just a case of making sure that whenever you're reading stuff at home, you're talking about it and sort of thinking. And asking questions, whoever, the person, the child reading or the adult reading with, hearing, trying to come up with interesting questions, just like I know a lot of you did for the Yuri Gagarin thing yesterday. Come up with interesting questions, but these aren't questions that can't easily be answered by just finding a particular bit of the text. So it's just talking about the story. It's something that whenever we're reading in class, the adults one-to-one, that we will be doing, and also when we're reading stories to the class, we always, well, not always, but usually, time permitting, we'll have a chat about it and talk about the settings, the characters, what the children think of the stories, and that kind of talking about the story is just the one of the only ways you can kind of practice it. So right, explaining why. So question one: why do you think the writer chose to include when they needed people to work? Tick one box. The writer only wants people who are free in July to apply. The writer is on holiday in July, or the writer doesn't need any more staff in July. That one's relatively straightforward. I mean, it doesn't say it, but if you understand, the piece is about an advert trying to get people to work in July. The writer doesn't need any more staff in July. Can't be that one. The writer is on holiday in July. I mean, I think technically that is possible, but that might kind of need the people to work then. But the one that affects the best is the writer only wants people who are free in July to appear. Yes. Okay. So question two. Why do you think the kennel needs more people in July? This one you can tease out a little bit. So, with so many people going on holiday, we have more dogs than usual. You can't use that exact language, but you can sort of turn that sentence and say, because people are going on holiday, they have more dogs than usual at the kennel, or the kennel is busier in July because lots of people go on holiday and leave the dogs behind, that kind of stuff. So as long as you've got something that gets that across, that works. And question three: why do you think the job needs people who like being outside? That one you just got to use your I hate the word common sense, but you've kind of got to sort of think through it and think, well, why do they need people to be outside? If you enjoy being outside and love dogs, doesn't say why, but hopefully if you know a little bit about dogs, they need to have walks, and they need to have walks outside and need people to do that. So a big part of the job is going to be taking them for walks. We want people to take our dogs for walks, all that kind of stuff. So why do you think the job needs people who like being outside? Something along the lines of, because the job means they're going to be outside for quite a lot, or you will have to be outside walking the dogs quite a lot. Something along those lines. Yeah, so how was that for you? How was that? Put the thumbs in. Almost forget about the thumbs. And then for the challenge. This is there should be a link on the plan to the Literacy Shed. I know we used a lot of the Literacy Shed materials during the previous lockdown, and this is something that previous year 2 did in class. We thought we'd sort of nick a bit of. It's there's a short film, a John Lewis advert, in fact, that I think it's called The Man on the Moon. So have a watch of that video. We're going to be doing some more writing about that video later in the week, next couple of days, particularly Thursday. Yes. So that will be, if you're watching this, that will be tomorrow for you. Yes, your tomorrow. That'll be your tomorrow. We're going to be doing some writing in our books, but just to get you warmed up, if you could have a look at that video, and on the left hand side of the screen, underneath where the link to the video, there's some kind of questions that are similar in scope to the sorts of questions we're doing today. So hopefully that will extend that a little bit. Have a look at those questions. If you want even more to do, there's loads of other ideas, loads of other activities on there to do the video. We won't be doing any of those directly. So if you want to do any or all of those activities, you are more than welcome. If you want to do any in your exercise book, fine, go for it, please. But if you do those activities, that's fine. It won't impact on what we're going to be doing tomorrow. So have a look at the video, and then you together you can talk through the questions on the left hand side. and see what you think. And I guess the whole kind of explaining why, stuff, it doesn't have to be about bits of text about fish and dog lovers. It can be about, things you watch, sort of TV, film, anything of good quality. You can kind of ask those questions, and I think the more people talk about story and character setting, all that kind of stuff, the easier that gets. This can be quite a hard thing for some people, and it's something that we come up against each year. And there is no easy way to teach it other than just talking about the stories, not just reading the words, and saying, "Did you like it? Yeah, it's all right." But really getting in there and sort of talking about in as much detail why you liked it, what was it about it that you liked. And when that sort of stuff comes out, it's easy for the children to talk about that kind of reading between the lines, stuff that isn't a specific sentence, because they're going to have to sum up the whole of the story, the whole of the character, to you when you're answering those questions. So yeah, talk about stories. Stories are great. I hope everyone is keeping safe. So I could keep banging. So if I'm bouncing up and down, I'm not doing this on a trampoline. It's me. Earthquake. Right. Hope to see some people at the book swap later. I don't know if you've watching this before the book swap or afterwards. I hope everyone's keeping safe and well. And yeah, take care. We'll see you when you see you.